So, welcome back to the review section. So, to talk a little bit more about President Trump's fantastic campaign that was a massive failure, he definitely looked dejected and, of course, later went to Twitter complaining about the whole situation.
Dejected.
Dejected. However, the reason why he was so angry with this particular situation, and as Sam briefly mentioned before, was that K-pop fans or stans bombarded his website, making reservations for the campaign trail that he was on, and only a small amount of people showed up to the event. So he definitely looked a bit embarrassed when there was no one for him supporting him.
Bombard.
Bombard. Do you think that these K-pop groups have played on Trump? Do you think it's an effective way of politics? Is it effective politics?
To some degree, I do. I think it really sends a message. If you're getting these people to buy tickets en masse, and they're using up, I guess, how should I say, a resource of President Trump, which is it's a campaign trail. It's en masse.
En masse.
It's one of his, key places to do his campaign. It's in Oklahoma, which is a relatively Trump-centered state in America. So I do believe it has some effect. I don't know what their parents would think if they found out that they bought a ticket to a Trump rally.
Right.
But I do think it has some effect. What about you?
I think any political outcry to try and shut down the man in a punk rock way is kind of cool. Now, what do you think of your parents' music, and what do they think of yours?
So this is interesting, actually. My mum's taste in music is very generic. She likes anything that's on the radio, new or old. So I don't really have a problem. It's just very generic. But my dad, he was always into like older style rock, I guess. I don't even want to say rock. Bee Gees.
Love the Bee Gees.
ABBA,
Disco.
they're great. Yeah,
that's disco.
He was big into disco. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. He was huge into disco. But my mom isn't so keen on my taste in music. But actually, I had a lot of experience with my dad having to collect me from my house and go to his house, and I would always put on my music. So I'd always put on like Linkin Park, and even I went to like screamo level music. But he was always willing to listen, so he was good regarding that. I mean, what about you?
Well, I actually grew up a lot on my parents' music. From all genres. I think that's the reason why my spectrum of music really varies from I love old style music, and I love new. When I say new, my age, young age new, not new now. Not like anything. I don't really like anything coming out now. I guess that's a sign of me getting older. I like things from boy bands to country music to R&B to pop to disco. I love it all.
Right.
However, there was a genre that my parents didn't like, which was like heavy metal. And I'm a big fan of heavy metal, and they never understood that, but everything else they seem to have liked.
Right.
Anyway, that wraps it up for today's unit, and we will see you on the next unit.